Hello and welcome back to the another episode of Daily Quiz for IAS Prelims 2025. It is 21st July today and we are going to discuss at least 10 questions in this video. Every day we upload two videos on this YouTube channel. In the first video we discuss the current affairs, we discuss the articles in detail, we discuss the most important articles which are relevant for the UPSC exams. For your preparation, we discuss the most important articles, and we try to discuss them in the simplest language so that you could easily grab the information from them. And in the evening session, we upload another video, or during the night session, which is this video, in which we discuss the questions related to the current affairs so that it will help you in revising the current affairs. And also we take up few previous year questions every day so that it will give you the idea how the questions do look like in the exam. And by studying those questions, by knowing the options very well, it will definitely help you in eliminating many options in the next exam, in the next upcoming exam. So with this, I would first like to request you guys, please do subscribe the channel and share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited from it. And also when you subscribe, it gives us the motivation to work more hard on this and give you this information in the best way. So without any delay, let's start our discussion. Here the first question is, what is the unique feature of Deloitte rotifers that enable them to survive in extreme environments including desiccation and radiation? We discussed about its antifungal property, that how it can it has the ability to produce the antifungal antibiotics by itself. So we discussed about it, and we discussed about how this can be utilized in the medical research. And we know about this is the freshwater organism. So about this we had framed a question here, so let us see how many of you can answer this. The question is, what is the unique feature of Deloitte rotifer that enables them to survive in extreme environments? So what is that unique feature of Deloitte rotifer? Is it ability to produce protective shells? No, it is not so. Is it presence of antioxidant enzymes? Neither this one. Is it ability to undergo metamorphosis? Neither this one. Is it capacity to undergo cryptobiosis? 100% option B is correct. So for the question number 1, the option B is the correct option. Now coming to the question number 2, here it is about the tea plantation. We discussed it in our daily current affairs. We discussed about their concerns related to the dumping in Nepal dumping their cheap tea in India. So with respect to that, we had framed this question: which of the following countries is the largest importer of Indian tea according to the Tea Board of India? Is it UK? No. Is it US? Neither. Is it Russia? Not at all. Is it Iran? 100% it is Iran. Iran is the largest importer of Indian tea. Now coming to the question number 3, it says Chandipura virus and rabies virus belong to same family of viruses, which is it Flaviridae? Is it Togaviridae? Is it Rhabdoviridae? Is it Bunyaviridae? What do you think is the correct answer? Option A is incorrect, 100%. It is not Flaviridae. Option B also incorrect. It is not Togaviridae. Option C is correct. It is Rhabdoviridae. So for the question number 3, the correct option is option C. Now the question number 4, it says, which of the following non-communicable diseases account for the highest mortality rate in India according to the National Health Profile? We discussed about the non-communicable diseases. They had increased three times from last few years. We discussed about the reasons for that. For example, we had seen more medical technology has taken more cases had been registered, or people are more aware about this. People are taking these diseases very seriously. They are taking the symptoms very seriously, so they are consulting the doctors, and finally they are recorded. But what do you think, which of the following, we discussed about that, and also we discussed about the lifestyle change in the people. So here we had framed a question related to the non-communicable diseases. Here it says, which of the following non-communicable diseases accounts for the highest mortality rate in India according to according to the national health profile? Is it cardiovascular diseases? Is it cancer? Is it chronic respiratory disease, or is it diabetes mellitus? It is not option D, neither it is option C, nor it is option B. It is definitely option A, which is cardiovascular disease. Because of the cardiovascular diseases, because of the cardiovascular disease, the highest mortality, it gives us the highest mortality rate in India. Now coming to the question number 5, it says the gender gap report is brought out by which of the following organizations? We discussed about it in very detail. We discussed about the gender gap in education. We discussed about gender gap in politics. We discussed the different organizations bringing different status, and we discussed about India's status in the gender gap. We saw our rank also. So with this, I had framed this question: the gender gap report is brought out by which of the following organization? Is it UNO? No. Is it International Labour Organization? Not at all. Is it World Trade Organization? Not at all. Is it World Economic Forum? 100% it is World Economic Forum, which brings us the gender gap report. Now coming to the previous year questions, here the question number 6 says, in which of the following relief sculpture inscriptions is Ranyo Ashoka, which is King Ashoka, mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka? So in which of the following sculptures is it mentioned? Is it Kangan Nahali? Is it Sanchi? Is it Shahbazgiri, or is it Sohgora? It is definitely Kanganhali. So the correct option for the question number 6 is Kanganhali. And now moving towards the question number 7. Consider the following statements. Here the statements are: A. Deification of Buddha. B. Trading the path of Buddha. C. Image worship and rituals. Here the question says, which of the following are the features of Mahayana Buddhism? So if you had read about Buddhism, we know about the sects of Buddhism. It is very easy and straightforward question. So to the question number 7, it is definitely all three are the features of the Mahayana Buddhism. Now coming to the question number 8, it says, with reference to labor force, with reference to the forced labor Vishti in India during the Gupta period, which of the following statements are correct? Here the statements are: it was considered the source of income for the state. It is talking about the forced labor or Vishti, a sort of tax paid by the people. Is it or it was totally absent in the Madhya Pradesh and Kathewar regions of the Gupta Empire? So among these statements, which one do you think is the correct option? So option B is totally incorrect. We can, without by reading just few words in the option B, we can eliminate that, because it is very extreme option. Whenever you see such extreme options, you can easily eliminate that. This is one of the trick in eliminating your options in the exam. So for the question number 8, it is the option A, the forced labor in India during the Gupta period. It says that it was considered the source of income for the state, which is a sort of tax paid by the people. So for the question number 8, the correct option is option A. Now coming to the question number 9, here the question says, building Kalyana Mandapas was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of, was it in the kingdom of Cholakya, was it in the kingdom of Chandela, was it in the kingdom of Rashtrakutas, or was it in the kingdom of Vijayanagara? So what do you think is the correct option for this? That building Kalyana Mandapa, it was the notable feature in temple construction in the kingdom of which of the following? It was not Cholakya, definitely. Neither it was Chandela, nor it was Rashtrakutas. So the correct option for the question number 9 is Vijayanagara. It was the notable feature of the temple construction in the kingdom of Vijayanagara, building these Kalyana Mandapas. Now coming to the question number 10, it says, with reference to the cultural history of India, which of the following is the correct description of the term paramitas? So we have to find out the correct description of the term paramitas. So what do you think? What is the correct? Which of the following is the correct description of the term paramitas? Is it the earliest Dharma Shastra text written in aphoristic sutra style? No. Is it philosophical schools that did not accept the authority of Vedas? Not at all. Is it powerful merchant guilds of early medieval South India? Neither this one. It is definitely the option C, which is perfections whose attainment led to the bodhisattva path. So for the question number 10, the correct option is option C. So with this, we conclude today's discussion of the daily quiz. I hope you like the video, and I hope you will share it with your friends, and you will definitely subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying with me.